And I'm from CCTV. You are the king of nerds. What advice would you give me to kind of build up my repertoire online, how to kind of like, you know...
I don't know.
Right.
There you go, Sisi. It's a massive I don't know from the king of the nerds, Richard
King of the
Ayoade.
nerds doesn't even know what help do I have. This is CCTV reporting for the annual Bve Broadcasting and Television Summit here in the Excel Centre, London 2015. Showing people what's hot, who's not, and giving you all the latest equipment and gadgets that are going to be coming out. Met loads of interesting people, new directors, you know, fantastic filmmakers who are all here to share their knowledge. Hey, I'm CCTV and I'm here with the Australian presenter Mel.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Lovely to have you here. What have you what are you doing here?
Okay, well, I presented at Bve last year, so I thought this year, rather than come in from a work perspective, I just wanted to come and get amongst it and see what's happening in the world of broadcast and video. It is one of the biggest events here in London for broadcasters, so great chance to meet other people in the industry and also to learn more about the latest equipment that's out.
How important do you find these kind of exhibitions for you?
I find them really important because you get to see where the industry is going in terms of technology, and also you have the talks as well, which give you insight into the industry and the practices that they use.
Did you find the show today?
It was alright.
Yeah. The whole show today?
It's good, yeah. I didn't get to see as much as I thought I would, because there's a lot there, really.
What is Expo all about this year?
Yeah.
It's all about gimbals this year. Everybody's got a gimbal, and that's what it's about this year.
4K's become huge, especially for small and independent filmmakers. And this year, my personal favourite was the GoPro 4K.
I get the guy in the scarf. Excuse me, sir. How are you? You're too smiley. You can't walk away from me. Hello. How are we? How are we?
Do you need education?
In this
Gosh.
field.
No, you don't.
How important do you think, you know, students going to university and stuff like this are, you know, actually carry on with education, or would you find that, you know, doing it?
Drop out, don't go to uni, it's a waste of time.
Do you think that people should be going to university for things like this, or just go out, buy a camera and just start yourself?
Bit of both, actually. Yeah, I think education is absolutely key when it comes to this kind of a field, because it moves very, very quickly, but the fundamentals are always going to be there, and the basics are always going to be there.
It also gets you to the equipment that you need to learn on, really, as well. I wouldn't have been able to get into a studio hadn't I not gone to university.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because there is no set path, I think, in presenting. You're speaking to someone that, I mean, I did 3 university degrees. I went and did my MBA and did my Masters in Comms, did the TV presenting course, but I don't think you necessarily need that.
The only reason for having a degree is what you learn on the degree. Nobody ever looks for, you know, if you want work, have you done a degree? Nobody looks for that at all. They're looking for what you know, how well. Actually, the most important thing is how well you get on with people.
What would you say to people that feel, you know, that university is a waste of time, a waste of money, you can go out there, buy a camera and make your own film? What would you say to that?
I think there's different schools of thought, and I think it all depends on the person that you are. If you feel you can get out there and do things in life, you know, and just take the camera, then all credit to you. I think that film schools do have an area, and they can also teach you new things and actually give you different insights.
Actually, the most important thing is how well you get on with people.
Absolutely.
Whether you can work in a team, whether you're nice to work with, how cheap you are, whether you're available. Do you have a car?
Right. Fantastic.
All of those things are probably the most important things. And, you know, you can learn the technical knowledge. You can learn that. But actually, yeah, go on.
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you. And how would you find... Absolutely.
Whether you can work in a team, whether you're nice to work with, how cheap you are, whether you're available. Do you have a car?
Right. Fantastic.
All of those things are probably the most important things.
There are so many different ways to get into this industry. Obviously, it helps as well, I mean, having a bit of a background in education and learning a little bit about it, but I think it's just practical application, which is going to kind of... And also just do what you like. I mean, find a niche.
Waste of time.
There you go.
Early, get a bank loan, not a student loan.
Right. You know, in this creative industry, do you need to have that piece of paper?
No.
Well, I don't actually agree, because the problem is, like nowadays the equipment is so advanced that you you kind of don't need to know anything. You just get it and you start doing some things. I still think that you need education, but
Just not in this.
He doesn't
I'm
agree.
right.
So basically, go and be a doctor and be a filmmaker on the side. Is that what you're
Be a
saying?
doctor or a vet, go to uni, you've got to do the courses. If you want to get into media, experience is key. Definitely, absolutely, it's the truth.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That's for CCTV. Have you got a card, James? Give me a card.
I've got no card.
Oh, darling.
No card, exactly.
Can I have
You would have taught me that.
There we go. See, if you'd have went to uni, you would have been prepared, like my friend here, and had a card.
Uni, he's got cards.
See, this is what they don't teach you.
What you know I have trouble with, all the other stuff's easy.
Yeah. That's all because of university.
You see? There you go. CCTV.
Hi, CCTV. What?
Live CCTV.
I'm not sure.
You love it. You love it. He loves it. Everybody loves it. Tune in.